one SS man caught his foot against me. He noticed me. I hung limp and gave no sign of life. He kicked me in the breast and then trotted on my right hand with his heavy boot, causing the bones in my hand to crack. It took all of my acting training to stifle any reaction to the pain. He left, picking his way across the corpses. A few minutes later, I heard a voice calling from above, "Demidenko, start shoveling." The Nazis had hired locals to fill in the pit and cover up the bodies. A clatter of spades and then heavy thuds as earth and sand landed on the bodies, coming closer and closer, finally starting to fall on me and beginning to cover my body. I was gasping for breath, buried face up under the sand. I did not move until the sand began covering my mouth. I began choking as I breathed some in. I struggled in a state of panic and decided it was better to be shot than to be buried alive. With my left hand, the good one, the one not broken, I started scraping the sand off, scarcely daring to breathe lest I should start coughing. I could just see the nearest side of the pit. The workers were tired and stopped shoveling. As I started slowly and carefully making my way across to that near side, the air was heavy with the smell of flesh. I reached the side of the pit, stood up and started making little footholds in the side with my left hand. I raised myself an inch at a time. At the top of the pit, I found a little bush which I managed to hold onto, and with a last desperate effort, I pulled myself up and out of the pit. It was dark. Because of the searching flashlight beams, it was still extremely dangerous to crawl along the ledge, but I had to take a chance. As I scrambled on my hands and knees, I heard a whisper which nearly caused me to fall back into the pit. "Don't be scared, lady. I'm alive too. My name is Motin." It was a small boy who had also crawled out. He was trembling and shivering all over. "Quiet," I hissed at him. "Crawl behind me." We crawled away together without a sound. Just as we were about to leave the area, Motin called out, "Don't move, lady. There's Germans here." They heard him and killed him on the spot. But not understanding what he had called out, I kept moving and somehow made my escape. $33,771 Jews were murdered over 2 days at Baba Yar, including my parents and sister. The massacres at Baba Yar continued. The Nazis shot between 100,000 and 200,000 people from many different backgrounds: civilian hostages, Soviet POWs, gypsies, Ukrainian nationalists. After being shot dead, most of the bodies were then burned in the hope that no one would ever know that these massacres had occurred.